Froogle Sim videos are powered by Jetline Systems.
Hello YouTube, this is Froogle and this is a package from Delanclip. Delanclip, not entirely sure how to pronounce it, one of those three, in England. Now what they do is head tracking clips and devices and units. They reach out to me and ask, would I like to review their clip, which is of course this bit. And I said, yes, absolutely. I'm always on the lookout for replacement clips for the TrackIR unit. Now obviously I'm a TrackIR user. There are free alternatives to TrackIR out there and Delanclip support that. We'll get into the rest of what's in this box in a moment to cover that. But here's the clip itself. Now I've used a number of alternative track clips in the past, most notably TrackHats clips, which is these products are all so hard to name the products, but TrackHats clips I like very, very much. A big plastic thing that goes on the side of your headset. They do a wireless version as well, which I grew very, very fond of. But I've got to say, the geometry of this, the shape of this thing is by far superior. What I mean by that is using some of the other alternatives out there, like the hat, like the plastic clip that you can get, not from Natural Point, the alternatives, typically the geometry is a little bit off. So you find that once you plug it in and start using TrackIR, that everything feels a little bit odd compared to a native unit. This one, however, doesn't. This is the only Natural Point TrackClip Pro replacement that I've found that feels exactly like the real thing, and for that you've got to applaud them. The other thing you've got to applaud them for is, you know, on the surface of them, I actually reached out to the guys at Delanclip and said, is this right? Is this pre-production? Notice you can see a lot of exposed wires here. It looks like it's not finished. This is the finished unit, and it's actually just fine. Although you have exposed wires here, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to be bashing this very much, but the cool thing is this. This is a metal bracket. It is not going to snap, and that's the big problem with the TrackClip Pro from Natural Point that I've had repeated. I've gone through like 7 of those things now, that when you have them attached to your headset, if you just brush your head gently, and we all occasionally touch our ears, or our face, or go to adjust our headphones or something like that, if you just gently brush it, you run the risk of the damn thing snapping. The fact that this is made of very, very solid, I wouldn't say unbreakable, but solid metal is a good thing. Airplanes are made out of metal, weapons are made out of metal, nuclear missiles are made out of metal, and so is Delanclip's tracker clip. This. Okay, so what else do I have here? Well, you can consider this the Delanclip starter. If you order the starter from them, looking at my notes here, it is £21.99. That gives you this, and it gives you a couple of IR filters as well. The idea being that typically you would use a webcam with IR filters to filter out light that doesn't really matter, and then use a free tracking solution like Free Track or Face Track Noir or any of those other ones. Alternately, what you can go and get, and again looking at my notes, is the Delanclip Gamer for $35.99, which will provide you with this. This is a modified version of the PlayStation Eye camera with the IR filters. Now I've got to think about this. Removed. The IR filters are removed. So basically all it will track is infrared light. It will track the lights that these 3 diodes here emit, turning this into a pretty good alternative to using TrackIR. That will set you back £35.99 and will let you use the software like Free Track, Face Track Noir, and the free alternatives to TrackIR. I'm a TrackIR user, I haven't tried those, but I do know a lot of people swear by those products and they work like a champ. This is the product for you, the Delanclip Gamer with the camera. Now they also sent me a couple of other notable items in here, obviously bits of Velcro that I can use for attaching this to my headphones, and this, which I think is very much a GoPro head mount. Presumably some people are using the clip here without a headset, so using a head mount like this gives you something you can attach the clip to and use without a headset. It's a neat kind of hack to get around things. They also provided this, which is a base clamp clip for the camera itself. Now you will have noticed I'm pulling all of these things out of a rather basic bog standard cardboard box. The company, Delanclip, do not spend a whole lot of money on marketing, which is just fine in my opinion. I would rather they spend the money on developing a great product than a snazzy box to put it in. And this box is far from snazzy. It's just a standard box with some bubble tape inside it. Now this was shipped to me all the way here in Florida from them all the way in the United Kingdom without any issues. So their packaging is just fine. It's just not very attractive. You're not going to be sticking this on a wall as a look what I bought at some point memento. So in summary, there's not really much more to say. The Delanclip, this bit, I am in love with it. I've spent a lot of time using this, and James at TrackIR, I love you and I love your company, I love your products, but this is better, I'm afraid. So I have started using this constantly when I'm using TrackIR now. It's phenomenal. I will say, one thing to note is while the geometry is perfect, I have found on a typical headset, I need to angle it up. So that is to say, I'll attach it to my headphones at kind of that angle, and then when I put my headphones on, it kind of comes down to a more natural angle. I found it out quite by accident in that I couldn't look down. It would kind of lose tracking in TrackIR if I looked down. And I found that by angling this up, it just seems to me that most of us, when we put on headphones, we don't typically have them square across their heads at a slight angle. So just be aware of that and angle this so it is square onto the camera when you're using it for real. Once it is in place properly though, it's perfect. I don't know what more to say about this. It is a TrackClip. It is a cheaper replacement than Natural Point's TrackClip Pro and does a better job. If you're in the market for a replacement for Natural Point's TrackClip Pro, or you're looking for a head tracking solution without using TrackIR, then of course you can look at the Delanclip Gamer with the PSI modified camera and the base stand and all that stuff, and use some free software like FreeTrack. This gets a thumbs up from me. Absolutely brilliant. By the way, they have said if you guys are interested in buying anything from them, there is a discount code. Use the code Froogle at checkout and they'll give you £1 or £2 off. I think it's 5% they're giving off when you check out if you're interested. Anyway, as always, my name is Froogle. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all very soon.